Okay, let me see. Hello, hello. Let's get this started. Give me a second. Okay, we're good. We're good. Just gonna do a YouTube live today. Okay, I'm gonna look at the hourly here so we can see what we're looking at. Look at these two areas here. If it does want to flip, that's where I'll be looking for it. Let's leave this the hourly. 5. Pretty interesting day so far. Climbing back up. It's interesting. Probably no rush to trade yet. We're just letting it play out until we see something executable. Good morning, everyone. I want to hook up my brokers. Yo, what's up?
Wild morning.
Yeah. Very wild so far.
Did you take any trades this morning?
No, I just got on. Literally just got on just now.
Some really good setups.
Yeah, I did see, but I think playing the aftermath is probably better for me. It's more clear and stuff.
It looks like it's just gonna be up only until Nvidia dies.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's a presentable short setup. That'll be probably. What are we up today? Like 2.5 So 2.2.
Yeah. There's a decent unicorn setup here
Where are you looking at?
on NQ.
Yeah. Is it a bullish one? Is that what you're looking at?
No, a bearish looking one.
Where do you see it? Where are you
I
using?
posted
Let me check.
the chart.
I don't think it's clean for what I'm seeing, unless you're looking at the. Yeah, I can see that. I don't think it's that clean to me.
There's some equal lows at 888.5. So I might just rate that into that inverted fair value gap on a 30-second chart.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some Apex count right now.
Yeah, it's one day to pass, and 9% off. Time to YOLO.
Is it? Wait, 90% off on this? Okay. I'll just let this play out more right now. See what we get from this. Alright, let me pick up a few Apex right quick, and then we'll try to make sure we trade properly with it. My buys today, it kind of, I'm just gonna try to look up until we flip. And for me to flip, I'm looking at the hourly, so I need to see an hourly closure under.
We just keep bouncing off the 9:40 a.m. 5-minute fair value gap.
Okay, let's get ready to work. How are we doing, guys? Sorry, I was off chat because I was trying to set things up. Oh, Ashtray's here? Oh, fantastic. Yeah, let me make him a... Ashtray is a phenomenal educator, guys. Let me just give him a role so he can stand out when he talks. Yeah, so I'm looking at the hourly right now. I'm gonna try to stay bullish as much as I can until we get a flip in the hourly. And there's a lot of smoke on the 1 minute right now, so let's look at the 5. Been holding the New York Open ever since we came down. All right, let's get ready to roll. Let's look at the draw. We have draw at 18.024, which is about like 100 points away. If we want to go for it, I'm gonna mark this buy side, and then we if we do hit that, we're gonna be inside of hourly point of interest there. Yeah, so I don't want to try to be too aggressive YOLOing or not YOLOing, but like trading Apex. Just because it's discount, I want to trade proper. Just gonna be larger size. Okay, well, let me see. Yeah, I'm not. Everything's holding here on the upside, so we're not really gonna look for downside yet. What are you long here? Although we're far away from midnight open. If I see a setup where we can get a long, we're bidding like a little bit of low resistance liquidity right now. All right, let me connect to my account. Still moving higher. Yeah, the previous high is a draw all the way up here at 18.024. Let me move it closer. See if we get any decent long setup. I kind of started the live late while I was setting things up. So let's end the macro there. Checking in, this is educational. We haven't really done much yet. We just literally just started the live like 5 minutes ago. There's a long setup on NQ at 940. Okay, this is good. I like when people are commenting specific setups that I'm gonna look at. So you look at this 5 minute here. Was this a inside a breaker here? Let me take a look. So you're probably looking at this low, high. We set this low, close. It is, you can consider this as a breaker here, which is good. And that's holding, that's within the New York Open too. ES 5 minute looks continuation bullish breaker. Yeah, we do have a clean one. It looks like we just swept, get a quick run during the New York Open. Just see if this holds here. We could be looking for a long inside of this. Would you say we're overextended on the daily candle? I think we have more room to go. We're probably reaching for this high. If we choose to do so, we have momentum. Like ES is already pushing the high of the all-time high right now, I believe. So maybe since it's Thursday, we could do a more continuation, but we could have like a little pullback, and Friday could set us up, just carrying over the momentum we have already. Bought a 50K account with your code. Thanks, man. Really appreciate that. All right, let me set things up here. I think I'm just gonna try to steer away from shorts until we get a close this, just a close under the hourly, or at least a 15-minute. So like if we get under 850, that's when we probably can come back. And if we even do go back to 850 and close under, we have a lot of room to like come back from. We could even like have a continuation down here and then really just try to build us back up to this high. So let's just see if we can get a good setup here. Can we paste images in the chat? I don't think we can. I don't think you can. But you can post the thing in the Discord, and I can see it. That's what a lot of people do. They just say, take a look at the Discord. Here, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get some water. Okay, let's see. There was a 1 minute short on the bullish breaker on ES. You're looking at a bearish breaker on ES. The candles are respecting at the 10:03. Yeah, I'm not gonna look for shorts right now until I get a higher time frame confirmation. It's just still pushing higher, so we're gonna be looking for that. All right, let me do. It's good that we kind of avoided the smoke right now. Now it's kind of like more calm. So now we can look for setups here. Probably look at the 5. See if we get a long inside of here. This is how I want to work the bullish breaker. I'm gonna look at the open from the first candle all the way up. Pushing higher already. Still going higher. Yeah, I would avoid any short setup until we align ourselves with the hourly or even the 15-minute. It depends. If you're looking very close on the 1 minute, then the 15-minute could be your guidance, and if you're on the 5 minute, you should be looking at the hourly. So we really don't have much here on the 15. So probably looking for every long setup we can get until it fails. Alright, I'm gonna start copy trading my accounts here. Let me set it up. So I have some Apex and I have some Elites to finish up. Oh wow. I turned away for a second and there's like a 20-point drop here.
Extremely volatile right now.
Yep, it's gonna give you some action. So I'm still looking at a long setup inside of ES here, probably with under the equilibrium of this, swing high to swing low. So if I'm looking at entry like 64, just like a 4-point stop. See if that gives. We could probably refine our entry more in the 1 minute here. Let me take a look. Yeah, I would definitely want an entry in here. Looking at 63, 64 longs right now.
That inverted fair value gap's holding up pretty well.
What was it? I didn't hear you. Sorry.
That 1 minute inverted fair value gap at 953.
953. Oh yeah. It's just gonna hold so it doesn't.
There's a little bit of a PPR inside of it too, so we could retrace a little bit down there and then just bounce right back up.
Alright, let me finish connecting my account here. Which one am I going to go 49.50? Alright, let me connect here on TradingView. So every trade I have, you guys can see. Okay. Still pretty bullish on the 1, but I'm mainly looking for the entry in the 5 here. The 5 is much cleaner. We already got like the bullish breaker set up on the 5 with NQ here. This would have been very simple long there. What's up, Kyle? Yep. Okay. So it's only been 20 minutes to start our kill zone. We usually look to trade from like around 9:50 to 12, approaching lunch. So we still got like an hour 40. This is like we just let this play out. The only clean setup would have been this 9:50 trade here, but we have the 9:45 PMI really popped us back up, and then we get a quick retap inside. Sorry to be honest, some low resistance liquidity here. But a setup will come. You guys just gotta not be impatient with it. NQ gave a nice 1 minute at open. It might be the same setup that you're looking at, or I'm looking at too. If you're looking, it's the same thing on the 5, I think, with this bullish breaker here and retap back inside. Or once we have a closure above this high, we retap back inside. Quality, not quantity. Yeah, I want to see if we can keep this low resist liquidity, the trendline liquidity, intact, and just give a quick retrace down here, which would align with the 5 minute here. I'll probably target the high. But we're kind of maneuvering against price action with Nvidia being very, very volatile and being the market mover. Like, considering we're already up like 2.2% on the NQ day, mainly just from Asia and London session. Or I think just Asia session, right? I don't think, did London even move? Okay, London did move.
Not really. London moved a little bit, but the Asia range was way bigger.
Why wouldn't you use a bullish breaker at 50.62.75? You're looking at this bullish breaker. Well, yeah, I'm just seeing on the 5 minute. We can refine the entry in the 1 minute. They're both aligned. They both have similar entries. I'm looking at the same exact thing though. And the entry probably would be different by like 1 point. The 5 minute would say like you want to get it around like 63, 64 within here. As I'm aligning it with the OT entry. So this 5 minute is like a large 6.5 minute gap. I'm trying to get an entry around 64, 63. I just put my stop under. So about like, if I get a 63.5 entry around there, about like a 4 point stop. Just target the high again. There's a lot of sell orders at the top wick on my footprint map. Definitely revisiting it. I don't know why that took me so long or so hard to read that out. Why am I using the wick? Where's the wick? That's just how I do it. That's how I mark the breaker. Because I don't need the breaker to be tiny. I'd rather have it of a large marking of a breaker. I have a thread on that, like the way that you could mark a breaker, but that's just how I do it. It's going to be the same. We're going to be interested in the same setup anyways. I don't think anything will be different.
Yeah, I'm pretty choppy.
Yeah. See, we got this long setup coming up here. Let me see if I can pull it up. I just kind of mark the breakers how I think sees fit, and sometimes it may be different from what you guys are used to. And maybe a lot of you guys are just used to like just seeing only the last candle, but I do like using the consecutive candle or the unique candle as well. Just 3 types of ways you can mark a breaker. They kind of give the same results, but maybe it would give you a different entry, like a slightly different entry and a slightly different stop if you are putting your stop on the breaker. Yeah, I'll just oh, can't copy and paste it. Can you briefly describe how you trade breakers, like how to know if they hold or do they hit 50%? So the way that I trade breakers, I know like Ash trade differently. That's probably where some of you guys are from. And I think Ash likes to, if there's like a breaker with FVG inside, I think he would like enter on the first tap of the breaker. So like at like 50, 65 and then aim for the whatever draw it is, and stop at the bottom of the breaker. And he would probably mark the breaker differently as I would. But when I like to trade breakers, I would like to refine the entry as best as I can. So like, I would like to see, if this FEG was like down here, I'm gonna enter at the start of the FEG instead. Does that make sense? And I can probably pull up examples. Like this is a good one. This is just like a simple bullish breaker. We have a FEG, we have a inversion, and marking this a BPR. I'm looking at entry at the start of the BPR, and some may be looking at like the start of the breaker. Some may be just looking at the start of the FEG. I try to refine the entry as best as I can, so I can have a tighter stop. I don't usually like having a stop more than like 10, 12 points on NQ. So if I enter here, I can just have like a very tight stop just right under the breaker. But if you're looking up here or the FAG, it might be like a 20 point depending on your setup. That's just how I am going with it. Well, it looks like we're not getting the setup. We already took out the trend line liquidity here. I would usually enter at the 50% of the leg. I mean, you can just do anything and it'll work. Usually, like the breakers, like this breaker here, some people may enter at 65, some people enter at 63, 62. Like you're gonna get the same setup. And if the breaker holds, then we're all gonna just get the entry and play for the upside. But damn, we're not getting any setups here. We're missing it. It's okay. We're just gonna wait for the next one. If we probably take out this high, I'm not gonna take this ES setup anymore. We're just gonna look for a second setup. I think you guys were referencing the 5-minute bullish breaker on NQ. I was setting up all my like computer and like logging in my broker, and I think I started looking at charts when it was already at like 10 o'clock. Yeah, but this is a really good setup here. Very, very tight entry, and had no like wick out or anything. And where would let me show the fib if I'm looking at this high here. From this high to swing low here, look at the OT of it. Yeah, you're getting a very good entry criteria. If you look at this 5-minute here. But it looks like we're taking the high. It's pretty strong bullish here. And I'm not gonna stand away until we hit like an hourly level. Can't see it on ES. We're already at all-time high, but we're about like 70 points away. We're in this hourly FEG on NQ, but I would rather see it run the buy side. The first buy side here. Maybe we can see something like this. Just gonna remove this. Yeah, so before the NVIDIA, we were pretty bearish where every retap would just fill this hourly. So like we just run down, we fill the hourly, run down. We kept on doing that. Same thing here, refill until the NVIDIA earnings, and it just really propelled us. And once we got a closure above the left side hourly here, they flipped our bias. So as long as it just keeps on running up, I'm not gonna look at shorts at all until we flip here, or we can look at a run of the hourly liquidity and inside of a high time frame point of interest. If there's like a low time frame reversal there, I'll go for that. So we're just waiting. It's just probably looking for any long setup there is until you can't. What are you looking at? I don't know. Are you looking at anything?
I'm eyeing like 8011. I think we'll break 800 today.
8011.
8,000, sorry. 8,000.
Wait, are you looking at NQ, right?
Yeah, NQ, yeah.
Is it the 18027 that high or?
18011.5. That's like the
Oh,
core standard deviation level.
oh yeah. Let me mark that.
I'm still pretty bullish on this, like
Yeah, yeah.
extremely
I'm
bullish.
definitely bullish right now too on it. I mean,
So I'm just looking at setups for longs now.
yeah, that's the only
I
thing
don't
you can
think
go
we're gonna
for.
get any good short setups until like much later today.
Where'd you mark the standard deviation projection? I'm getting my -4 at
On
like
the
1806.1.
30-second chart,
Oh, the 30-second chart.
yeah, 17,893 to 17,864.
I'm just gonna keep it like this here. We're approaching the -2.5 at 1804. Yeah, so we already took the lowest liquidity, trend line liquidity on ES, and we also push into the high. It's getting difficult here. Gonna watch to see if this 1 minute holds. Yeah, if you guys are looking at any short setup, it gotta be very you gotta confirm it on the low time frame, and you gotta expect that it would not run to where you would think it's just gonna be more of a scalp. Let's see, Ash Trades is posting a chart. Let me just share it to you guys if I can. He looking at the hourly. He's going for. Is that the same? Oh, all the way up there. So the previous week high. He have the standard deviation projection from. I think is this the hourly chart? Yeah, it's the hourly chart from this low all the way to that high. That's the manipulation leg, and we're already kind of approaching the -2.5 on his screen. Yeah, he's gonna probably look to take out this lowest liquidity tier too. Yeah, that's probably aligned with I'm looking. I'll probably play the upside all the time until we get a. If we get a closure on here, I'll play the downside and probably play the retrace down here, and then maybe we can pick up. Until then, we're just gonna look upside. I'm gonna mark that same thing here. It's good to have an hourly projection. How far did I mark it? I guess I'll mark it the same way. This is a good decent one here.
Watch the February 15th end dog. That's a pretty key level there.
Took the high on Q. Since we are getting closure above the -2.5 standard deviation, that gives insights to the -4 being an option. Logic for why I mentioned continuation on the 5 minute position this morning. Yeah, it's just very bullish right now. But we already took the highs here. Let's just see if it wants to deliver where it wants to. Just no bear signs yet. And you just tap the hourly BPR. You look at this hourly, yeah. We just barely tapped into it too. This is the imbalance that took out the highs here. I still want to see if this ES still play out, but it's not something that is A plus to me anymore because we already took out the high here already. But it could still work.
You just gotta look for higher highs now. I think it's getting to discount to some equal lows at 936.5. Maybe if they take that out, maybe we tap into that inverted fair value gap again at 925. Might bounce pretty good.
Do you stream every morning? I stream either on YouTube or Discord. I look to stream 2 days a week. We streamed yesterday, now we're streaming today, so probably Friday's not a day I'm gonna be on YouTube again. Yesterday I think we took 3 trades. Where was the results? I think I had it still on my screen. Somewhere here. It was like one of them was like plus 60, then we had a loss of plus 10, and then it went to plus 20. But so far, no setups for me to. Yeah, it's like the train left without us. I think probably a lot of you guys are looking at the ES, just like me. If we just ran it down here, I want it to run probably on this candle here. The NQ definitely give a good setup here. Let me see. Shorts from 5078. What was your logic in shorting 5078? Was there anything up there? It's an inversion now. It's kind of like a BPR here too. If we want to really fall here, just want to do a quick rundown. See if this inversion supports this. Yeah, I guess like if you're shorting, even though you get like a top tick short, it's like only like a 3 points. We'll see if it's gonna play out though. Benefit of looking at both charts. Made the mistake of watching ES instead of NQ with NVIDIA earnings setting markets higher. NQ should have been the watch today, being tech. Yeah, that is a good factor. But it's kind of hard to tell which one would like deliver to what you think. Since we opened up, I guess tech is like more volatile just because we already know that it's a lot of tech move last night, and we just don't know if tech is gonna be strong or not. But it is the right move to focus on NQ since it is focused on tech, and that's what the cause of the move is. So, oh, wow. I was looking at this inversion here. This is the first bearish PD ray on the 1 minute. And I'm looking to see if this inversion supports it. That's a trade we could have looked to take with a very tight stop on that. Probably put a stop up here. Like an 8-point stop. Let's see if we start validating more bearish PD right here. The first one we validated here. This really played out where I was looking at it. I was hoping to see if it would just after we did a closure below, this becomes an inversion and a quick retap inside. Look at the body close, very perfect wick inside filling. It's like a BPR as well if you want to mark it like that. or just a simple inversion. And from there, we got like a 13-point drop already. We have quite a handful of lower liquidity here. This could be like a very short-term trade. You're not considering the ES trade, this 5-minute here. It is not as... Maybe I'll just look at the 5-minute, but I'm going to see if there is a 1-minute execution within. It's because for me, when I look at breakers, when we already took out the previous high and already moved past that, it's kind of hard for me to get the same entry or look for the same entry because it's more low probability. Still in the short, Eric said. Whoa, okay, let's see. Failure of making new highs off the 2000 tick chart. I don't know what the 2000 tick chart is, but I mean, you got the top of that.
Let me see what that is actually. I never used it for. Interesting.
It's a 2000 tick chart. But it works though. Never hate on something that works. So we're about to take out this low resistant. This became an inversion here too, and we did a retap back inside. Should have looked at that as an entry. Yeah, so we're starting to flip our short-term bias here. Yeah, so the inversion is the first one that tells a story. So if you're looking at just like a simple breaker model, you can also use inversion to see where it heads towards and more of a guidance. And it does look like we're going to head toward this bullish breaker here. You already took a lower liquidity. Damn. So yeah, two things we could look at for more of a short-term entry is just looking at this retap back inside, and also this here too. This is a simple inversion type of entry model. And that's not like you shorting blindly. You're letting it ride up until we get a closure below where the bullish FVG fails. This is the imbalance that took out this highs here, and we flip it, becoming a bearish inversion. Yeah, good work, Eric.
I think we get one more pop up. We can get a good short entry. And start targeting 891.
Just the way that it's been trading, I don't think it likes to give you a retracement. My strategy is very caveman-like compared to yours. I mean, dude, if it's working, it's working. You can even use EMAs, what is it called? Elliott waves, anything. If it's still working with you, you're making money out of it. There's no shame in it.
That's all that matters.
ES tapped in the 15-minute. Yeah, the 15-minute is very large. I would rather see it keep on coming down. Same thing as a 5. We want to see it retrace back down and see if it holds. This is still, let me see. Elliott waves. Some people use that. Like I don't understand it, but I can't hate it if they're making money out of it. We kind of swept the high pretty fast here. Heading toward downs. Yeah. We also inverted the 5 minute. This is something we should have looked at. Alright. This I think aligned with the 1 minute inversion too. This is just hindsight for me, but we could have played that short. ES is still pretty strong with the way he's holding. That's pretty incredible here. Yeah, I think we missed the opportunity so far. Like, we could have looked at, like, early in the morning, we could look at the long end queue. Very valid, very easy spot. And then the short, a little bit more difficult spot, but after taking out the previous high of the day, and then we finally violated a bullish PD array on the 1 minute. We could have flipped it. And same thing on the 5 minute. We violated this 5 minute FAG, which is the first PD array that it violated on the 5. So it's very clear that that could be set up here. I wouldn't long this at all until we enter this 5 minute ES. Then we can seek for an entry model.
I think if we format the pre-dive down to 885, we could see it pop back up. Because we just took, we're close to external liquidity at 892.
So was a 1 minute unicorn gave a lot of points. Are you looking at this bearish down close candle? It is kind of difficult. Maybe you look at like the 2 minute chart or something. Yeah, 2 minute would make it more simple. I'll see like that. And then yeah, we did get entry here. It's hard to spot the breaker when we are like just consolidating here, but we can also compress it into the 2 minute chart. Is there a setup on ES here? You might just go for that. There's like a 1 minute setup coming as well. I think it's violent. Yeah, I think it's violently looking for this 5 minute ES here. We're looking for like low 60s.
Remember that 9:53 a.m. fair value gap.
So now every bearish PD array on the lower time frame is respecting pretty well here.
We're in the macro hour now, so let's see if we get a big move soon.
Yeah. Do you want to see that? Look at something like this on ES right now. I would need a strong interject displacement and a quick retap back in. Probably a tight stop on it too. Check the hourly. Hourly is holding up still. The 5 NQ holding up. What's the indicator used to plot the macros? It's by 2 degrees. It's called macro tracker. So the macro tracker, you can put the type of macro you want. I mainly look at the 950 to 1010, the 1050 to 1110, and the PM macros. I would have all the times. It'll mark it just like how it does here. And it's free. Just look at macro tracker by 2 degrees. Josu said, "Hello, Brian. What do you see for today? Have you taken any trades?" Well, we saw upside, and now we're kind of respecting the downside here. I think I am a little bit gun shy and taking entries right now because we saw ass trades and his group in here. I was just waiting for that. The only thing I was going to take was that ES bullish breaker setup. Is a bearish breaker on ES in the 1 minute 925. Let me see. 925. I don't think this is something like I would consider too much. We had a very strong displacement and this smashed through it. Wait, where are you? 925, right? Are you looking at down here? Ooh, what just happened? Oh, is it 1025 for you? Maybe it's 1025. Yeah, this could be considered one here. Just move it to the right. We already took out the trend line liquidity, so I'm looking for more confirmation here. But right now, like I am like looking for shorts just because every bearish beauty race, respectively, flipped our bias on the short term right now.
That's like 5 taps into that the rally gap too.
No, Ashtrays, you're good. You're good. I think I wasn't ready also because I was like fumbling to set up my broker and all that. Next one, I'm ready for the new audience. But no, I really appreciate though that's just showing love on both sides.
It's a lot better than Dave coming in here.
Dave coming in here saying, "Why don't you take the profit at 8 points?" or something like that. When my stop was like already like 11 points, like why not take profit here? It's $500.
Or sleepy trolling him.
Yeah, but we missed like the clear high quality setup, so we shouldn't get the entry on ES NQ. You could have got the entry if you were like watching on time. I wasn't. It wasn't really part of my kill zone there. Well, I guess it was at 10 o'clock. I just wasn't ready for that. But besides that, there's a lot of 1 minute setups that besides using the classic breakers and unicorns, there's simple inversions that I've been like kind of holding in on, and like inversion like this where we violate the 1 minute bullish FEG and turn inversion and we just flip it. PA is respecting the 1045 on the 1 minute FEG 1045. Yeah, this is a very large displacement. Same thing both for ES and NQ. Some equal highs on ES here. kind of holding this well. We just haven't got inside this ES yet, which I think we will. But I don't know. With the way that we're just consolidating, if we do come, we might just shoot through it. Since we're already like looking, we're expecting a lot of the bearish models. So I kind of want to see if I can look for a short on ES somewhere. If we can build like a low time frame 1 minute setup.
We're in the manipulation phase of the quarterly theory, so expect a big spike up. I think on NQ will probably take out 921, 922.
Oh, that's crazy. My Fund Futures is doing a 50K tournament. That's pretty good, and it's free if you have active February accounts. That's nice. It's a 10K static account, and you get 1 mini. So like that rule just helps people from YOLOing, which is nice. The first place is 25K live account, 10K, 5K, 30K sim funded. Top 10% get a 30% off. Expert top 50%.
They've been really stepping up their game.
This is actually pretty good. This is very fun. 1 mini though. 1 mini. I don't know how people are gonna make a lot of money with. I guess you could do it with 10K size. You
Is
just
it all
won't.
swinging?
Yeah. Well, no. It's the same like thing like where you get to close at the end of the day. But
You can make a lot with one mini.
yeah. Well, I was just thinking like the people that trying to YOLO it. It's kind of hard to like really slam it with 1 mini. But I'm sure like during like a CPI or like something like that, people are just gonna use 1 mini and just make 100 points easily.
Or if you get a NVIDIA earnings call again.
Yeah,
Oh my god, that was crazy yesterday. I'm still recovering from that.
that was crazy, man. So you need to make what another? Well, did we look at it like 50K to meet the 30% rule?
No, I need to make another 30.
30. So what's your balance right now? Like 240, I think.
244.
Yeah, yeah. If you guys didn't know, Dono yesterday he was playing Nvidia earnings. He shorted it and then he reversed his position at the bottom. So he got the two-way market. And on Apex, what's your sizing on it? Was it like 15 minis or like less than that?
No, it was like 10 minutes.
10 minis. So you did like 10 minis down, 10 minis up. It's like 100 point, let's say down, then another 100 point up.
It was like 45K profit.
On Apex, and now he had to do a consistent roll on it.
That's okay. I'll do it again.
That's good though.
Look at my account.
At least Apex doesn't have the daily loss limit. You know, like if it was Top Step, you'd have got like no. Well, Top
Yeah.
Step you would have been able to get the payout. But like you know how Top Step has like the daily loss limit.
Yeah, it's so annoying. Like, the funny thing is that I thought I was on my personal account. That's why I went with full size.
Damn.
I should get. I'm gonna withdraw everything out pretty soon. I'm over the 30 days.
Does the 30 day mean anything on Apex?
Yeah, I think you have to trade for 30 days, then you can take out your full payout.
Oh really?
$2,000 bullshit.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it's supposed to be like 3 months, three payouts before you do that, or 3 months or
Oh, is
something.
it? Oh shit. Okay, I might have to read it up again.
Unless
Either
it's
way,
something
super
new.
comfy.
I mean, yeah, well, you have a lot of drawdown. It's good.
Oh yeah, it would be really hard to look into that account now because the drawdown stops at 150.
Yeah. I thought it was like a fresh account, you know, like say you got a fresh 150 account and you just made 40K on it. That means you got to literally make another 90,000. That's difficult. Yeah, someone's saying on the third month you get the full payout. Yeah,
Okay.
so
I'm a month and a half in that one, so still got some time. But at the end of the 3 month mark, I'm gonna have a big payout from that.
Yeah. That's something I really do more on evals, but you chose to do it on a fund account.
Oh yeah. Well, that one I didn't really like. I thought it was on my personal account. That's why.
Yeah.
Like I can take a 10K hit.
I guess yeah, Nvidia is kind of slow in their movement, or earnings after hours. But if it's like CPI, you could just get wiped out with slippage too. Yeah, I hope they don't like say you're like playing the windfall type of thing. It's their ruling is kind of ambiguous with Apex if you're trying to trade like high volatility. Yeah, there has been nothing going on here since.
I have to take out some internal liquidity first, and then we'll probably run down. So I'm thinking,
I'm expecting the same thing. I think I like the downside more right now. Just we've been respecting more downside than upside here.
yeah, if we take out 922.5 and enter that bearish breaker, then that could be a really good setup. But if we just dump straight down from here, then I'd probably look for longs after. We just took out 922.5.
Look at this 2 minute here. This 2 minute is the only clean setup I can see. Let's try to see if this holds. We have equal highs on ES2. I want to see it pop above. There's that strength though. Finally.
A little bit of volume imbalance at 933 3/4. Right at the inverted fair value gap. Let's see if we get a reaction here
What are you looking at?
on NQ. With this 10:26 a.m. inverted fair value gap.
Yeah, I have that too. There's some strong strength though. Which...
Yeah, this thing isn't gonna die.
Gonna let this play here. Where did that even come from? Are you guys trading till 12? Yeah, we're trading till 12. That's where we get like around like 11:50. If there's a setup there, I don't think we'll take it. That's just our kill zone. So we look for like 9:50 to 11:50 basically, and the lunchtime is very difficult to mess with. So yeah, I hope we can get a good setup somewhere coming up. We're starting to build more internal liquidity here on the 1 minute, the downside, and then we want to see if we want to see upside. I'd rather see ES come back down first.
That was quick.
Oh, ooh.
Whoa. Okay. And there's some equals at ES too.
Yeah, that's what I'm liking.
And we fulfilled equilibrium on that PD array, so. Actually, is anyone talking today? Like any of the Fed speakers?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. What's up? Doe said who you want to call with. I'm gonna call Dono. He's pretty active in my Discord. How do I join you guys?
Just like and subscribe.
Andrew came a little later. Did you take any trades yet? No, we didn't take trades yet. We've been looking for setups, and we've seen some solid setups, but I think just not given the entry. The only thing I could have like kind of played is just like low time frame 1 minute inversions, like scalps like that, which is kind of like what's happening right now. It's just simple 1 minute inversion. But if we get something like this, we might get like a bearish breaker here to set us lower. Fed speaker at 1 p.m. Okay, never mind. Don't ask me that. I do not know anything, but another one at 3:15. I really don't look at Fed speakers unless it's Jerome Powell. Maybe like if I know Fed's talking, I won't. I try to not look for, enter a trade during that time.
We get a went up to 933 and set 33 quarters. Might just short there. Stop above 943.
You said 933.
934 ish, yeah. And then take out that price and balance at 895. So that's pretty good RR.
We're kind of in a bearish breaker too. Looks like on a NQ.
The biggest thing is that 951 to 954 range. Like we took out the high, but we never took out the low of that range.
Yeah. I kind of want to try a jab short, but yeah.
Until the 934.
I'll join you. I'll try a scalp with it. I'll just do like a
I'm
10
only
point
going
scalp.
in with like 2 contracts. I'm not going in with size with this one. It'll probably most likely fail. So
See if it goes back in the reverse. Oh, it's so strong. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm out. It's too strong. I'm out. I don't like to see that kind of energy, especially after tapping into it.
A 8-year ICT trader looking for some people like you guys to trade. You know what? Yeah, all right. Join the Discord. I think the link is in my bio. I am open to look for people to join the voice call that we have and just kind of have their ideas, because the way that I trade, I think I don't take that many trades each day. Kind of like look for 2 trades essentially at most, and it's like a 2 hour stream. So like it's kind of we're averaging like one or like one trade every hour or 2 hours. Sometimes I take 1 trade in the whole session, and it gives good time to
crazy Momo.
Yeah, it gives good time for other people to do stuff. But yeah, what's up, Doe? What is your trading style? Like, what kind of like trading model are you using? Higher probability trade. It's only when I'm like, I think yesterday we took a lot of scalps, which did really well. We got like 50 points. But that's just like me trying to scalp and me doing very tight stop. But I think just this week, I don't think I had any very high quality A plus setup that fits my criteria yet. Yeah, it must be Nvidia just slamming it up, huh? Nothing's clean structured, but I still think like we want to come back down here eventually. Maybe we could sweep the high, and then we get like a more of a 3 drive pattern, and maybe see a low time frame reversal there. It's just difficult for me to analyze ES when we're at uncharted territory. There's just no other data I can look at. But the way that we're building up, this could just come back tomorrow, and we can just keep on running up. But yeah,
should we just switch over to Euro USD futures? At least it's not a price discovery.
Yeah.
It's been acting pretty clean though.
We might get something coming up here. Pretty strong momentum. It just consolidated and decided to run it up.
So let's see if we get an SMT at these highs.
I'm just really surprised ES didn't want to tap back in this 5 minute. But now that I'm looking at it, it feels like it's saving it for later, and If it does come back, I don't know if it's even gonna hold. But yeah, we flipped the bias already again. Once at longs all day. Yeah, we were looking longs all day as well until we kind of failed this inversion, and then you could short it here. And we also had this FEG. It's like the same thing on ESNQ. It's just like if you're like, since our high time frame buys on the hourly and the daily, or like the daily is kind of like going both sides because we broke the daily trend line and we bounced from this daily FEG. Now we're coming back higher. I would probably argue this is, wait, this is not the daily. Let me see the daily. I would argue this daily, if it closes above, this is more bullish. But the 4 hour, it does look like we are shifting upwards and just violating all the bearish PD rates. So like on 4 hour, we're bullish. On the hour, we're bullish, clearly bullish. No closure on the hour yet. So if you're looking at any shorts, it got to be short scalps, and you can't be going for home runs until we can flip our bias on the hourly. ES is the leader on NQ, hence the return of NQ to the 5 minute bearish breaker. Is it the leader? To me, NQ looks like it's pushing way stronger. And the reason we kind of came down is just because it's just so much more volatile. So if it's going upside, it's delivering strong on the upside. Overall, ES is just holding very well, but it's just gonna be building lots of internal liquidity here, which would want to sweep downwards. How are you drawing that macro? There's an indicator that 2 degrees have. Just look at this macro tracker. Type this up, macro tracker by 2 degrees. You'll see this degree sign. That's him. And then you can just put your time, and it'll show you the macro exactly I have on my screen. Macro tracker. I'll type it in the chat. If you're like playing with time, this is very nice to have. And like before that, I would do something like this, like, oh, macro here. Let me just do this straight line, and then like put my thing macro. But then it doesn't follow, like, so if I move up, it just goes away. It's very ugly. This indicator makes everything much easier. Oh, someone say in the Discord, my payout requests were actually just denied by Apex because of consistent rule. I have a previous approved payout with 40% highest. This time it's 42%. They claim I'm windfalling. Oh. I would understand if they're saying you don't meet the 30% rule, but to say it's windfalling, were you... Well, let me ask. Were you trading any news or...
I think their consistency thing is 40%.
Is it 40%? I'm so sure it's 30%.
I think that's
Unless they updated it.
Is that Top Step?
Top Step is 50% for evals only. No funded because rule.
Oh, okay.
Elite is 40%. My funded for futures is 40%. Pretty sure Apex is like 30% consistent rule on your highest day. Yeah, Apex is 30%. So like it makes sense for me to see the guy get rejected payout because he's at 42%. And even though he got approved of 40% before, it doesn't mean it's gonna be approved every time. But they claim it's windfall trading, which is I don't think appropriate unless he was windfall trading, which I always think like Apex is very ambiguous to that, so that's why it's difficult. So like even you don't know when you traded in Nvidia and you didn't really play the news pop, you just literally held through it and reversed the bottom. So like it's very clear trading, but I don't know how they will see it. Okay, I'm gonna get some more water. I'll be right back. Okay, let's see what happened. Did we take this high here? We slightly did. I would want to see it run. I want to see if ES could do a 3-drive pattern. See, this is what I was looking for, but we didn't get that. But now, maybe we'll get something like this. And this will give you like a 3-drive pattern here. Pretty bullish still. This is the SMT going on with here, but I don't like seeing and like a high get swept by 1 tick. Because I don't want to use that as a SMT or liquidity taken when there's just only 1 tick like that. We're tight FHG here. Yeah, so we're still in the hourly. Still have room to go here. Yeah, the macro chart is nice. I got recommended by the guys from 2 Degrees. I think they even have like a premium one that I'll probably try out later. But so far this is the best thing for me. Did anyone catch the yesterday's move? You can ask Dono. He made 40,000 on Apex from it. He played 10 minis. He said to the downside, and then reversed it at the bottom, and played the upside. So I would think is that like 100 points on each side? Is that how the math works? If he did 10 minis, 20 points per, and he did 100 points from the downside, and another 100 points from upside. Yeah. He's the only one who I know who made a lot from that. Has anyone taken any trades they want to share today though? Any clean setups like just like not like simple scalps, but like more like clean structure, other than the one that we discussed, which is the 5-minute bullish breaker here on NQ, which kind of came back for a second tap here. Very interesting. Knowing this, I would think ES would want to come down here before, and then NQ would likely close a little bit lower too, but it held perfectly. I swung long on options. Yeah, I guess that counts. If you're long from yesterday, just playing on the earnings. It's just Nvidia. Nvidia is so powerful. We're on an all-time high in Nvidia, right? That just feels like we're going in a bubble, like especially with his earnings, even if they do good, because now their market cap is worth more than Amazon and Google, I think. Which I don't think maybe I don't know the analysis with it, but for them to be the third, I think the third biggest market cap, pretty interesting. Data centers are a big thing, yeah, but I think that just helps you become in a bubble, because it probably would give a strong dip before continue higher. NQ made a higher day by literally 1 point. I don't know if it's even 1 point. It looks like 1 tick. All right, 3 ticks. I'm hoping to see a setup in the next 10 15 minutes. But if not, I'll probably host a PM session live. This is more like a tape reading session to me, I guess, since we had some setups in mind. We just didn't get the entry for it, and the 1 minute setup we could have taken, they would have worked out pretty well. Took a small scalp at the 1050 short macro. 1050. Let's take a look. You're looking at the 931 wick. That's okay. You're looking at that. Yeah, it gives you like a quick 20-point move. The turtle soup at 1023 and breaker at 1027. Okay, this sounds good here. Breaker at 1027. Turtle soup at 1023. This makes sense to me. Yeah, if you're bullish already, and it's been respecting all the bullish PD array, quick sweep like that makes very much sense, and it just kind of fills in the last inefficiency before going higher. Like if we're in a buy model, this is the type of trades that you want to go for, because your stop could just be simple and swing low, just about like a 12-point stop. To me though, I think it looks more like there's many more 1 minute setups than the 5, unless you're looking at this 5 minute. But it's just been like kind of trendy and one directional. And if you're like a breakup trader, then that this is very good for you. But I'm more of a retrace type of person. So like even when I'm looking at a version, we get closure below this. We violated this bullish 1 minute FEG. I would not enter on the closure below. I would go for the retap. Generational short opportunity. See, that's a good question, because I think some people might be thinking that. That's because they see Nvidia, but you might be too early for that. You might let it run one more rally first. Let's look at the Nvidia here. I'm looking at the hourly. This is such a large gap here. I don't know how high Nvidia, up 15%. This is the third market cap, and we're up 50% on the day, which kind of just like regain all its losses the last few days. And
sounds like a bubble to me.
It just looks like a bubble to me too. And god damn, like just like a year ago we were at 400. Now we're like double the price. This is like a market cap. It's not even a penny stock or anything. This is actually a real big three right now. That's just crazy to me. But when you think it's a bubble, you're looking for puts or shorts, they're just gonna give you one more rally, which I think is gonna go for it. Very low probability of generation short. No, yeah. I don't think I'm gonna hold, like, not to hold for generations. Is more like, it's like if we get like a pop to, let's see, I don't know, like we go up to like 18,400 or 5,100 up here. Maybe we can get like a decent like month-long swing for like 100 points on ES or something. Zoom out to the monthly. Let's take a look at the monthly. Here, I'll just go on the daily chart. Yeah. This look at the monthly though. This could look like it's gonna break out here. It's difficult. It's very difficult. That's why I'm not a swing trader. If I was a swing trader, then maybe that's something I'll be looking for. Or I don't know. I don't know what I'll do if I was a swing trader here. Maybe we'll play the breakout.
Price discovery, PA is like one of the toughest things ever.
Kind of stagnant these highs here. So that's 11:30. That's where London closes here. I remember playing calls when they were around 140 about a year ago. Yeah, it was long term calls. I don't know how much that would be up. It could be up like 10,000%, which is like what is that, 100 times? Yeah, that's the thing. Like you can never be forever bearish. Because stocks will only go up. Inflation's gonna make prices go up. Everything will just keep on going up. But if you're looking for shorts, probably look for a short when everyone's buying, when it rallies even more. And then you can hold for at least something. But I don't know. That's not something that I'm qualified to go for. Yeah, day short-term swing trades. It's just better to me to wait for if you're looking at high time frame swings. When you see a violation of the 4 hour or the daily or anything like that, that's when you could be looking for shorts. I'm looking at the 4 hour charts right now. We just leave like a 4 hour gap here, 4 hour gap, retrace back to it, make 4 hour gap, retrace back to it. Just keeps on doing it until we have a closure below here. This would be the inversion, and we start violating this and respecting the bearish side. So that's why we can play the downside there. So it's better to, like, if you're looking at a higher time frame, just to wait for it to respect it in your favor first before slamming shorts. If you're slamming shorts right now, you could get killed, and maybe they'll take your stop, and then like a few hours later, that's when the shorts win. Well, ICT wins the Robins. Has he posted his stats recently? The last time I saw, he shared that he was at 11.9 thousand. Very, very impressive. That's really impressive because I think he can only trade one mini with a 10K size and the margin that he has. So he made 20% with one mini. That's very impressive. I don't know if he made any losses, but if he didn't, it's probably like 5-6 consecutive wins already. Just been respecting still. %20 up in a week. Did he share any other of his stats lately though? Because he's definitely proven people wrong. I just hope he doesn't like have an eco trip or something where like he just blows or something. I don't know. Because people hail him as the greatest trader because he made the concepts and stuff like that, but like people would still be able to be taking losses. You're not gonna be guaranteed a victory. Yeah, that makes me unless he's not trading at all, which is fair. But hopefully the next time he doesn't he posts his stats, it's not gonna be like a big loss or something. But let me connect to, let me see what this My Funded Futures tournament. That's actually, I actually love how My Funded Futures are being so innovative. To have like a tournament where you can participate for free if you have an account. Let's run it. Let's register for this competition. Alright, that I really want to expect a run for these highs now. Just really run these highs. ES already ran the highs here. I'm in the 5-minute here. So it's free if you already have an account, and they give you a 10K account that's static, and you're supposed to compete for the top. So like, you're really trying to go for the big moves too, or just slowly build up. 100% off. That's actually so nice. Aneri said, Brian, do you use a quarterly theory concept in your trading? I don't, but Dono does. He's been kind of like teaching that more. But maybe I'll pick up from him. There's that pop I'm looking at. Okay, I just signed up for the registration of the tournament. I don't know. I'm not gonna be confident of placing high because it's only 1 mini, and like I could take a loss. It would probably take me out already. Wait, what's a drawdown on it? Does it show the drawdown? I think, okay, maybe it's just a 10K account and whoever has the highest amount. Very interesting. I'll post a link if you guys want to register for it. It's fun. And it's free. It's free too. Take a look at this. We're looking at a 50K prizes in the tournament. 1 entry per person, and it's free if you already have a account on My Fun Futures, which I think a lot of you guys would have already. And first place is 25K live count. That's nice. Just placing any in the top 10 would be amazing already. They're gonna have so much competition though. No, they give you a coupon, so you get it. I just signed up for it. It was free for me. You get a coupon if you already have an account in February. It's in your emails. This is what it looks like. I'll just show a picture real quick. You get something like this in your emails. Your free March competition entry. It's if you bought a account for February that's active. How about cash prizes? I mean, I feel like those live accounts, are worth something already. They're worth a good amount. I don't really like the idea of giving people cash prizes. I think it's very fair to give people live accounts so they can make money out of it. All right, let's see what we have here. We finally get a clean sweep here. I want to see if we can get a reversal coming up here. It's got 3 drive pattern. We have 3 higher highs, which if this is a fair to move higher, then that is just a simple 3 drive there. See, we get a low time frame reversal. Looking at something like this, and this will be the bearish breaker. I want to see energetic push here, displacement through this spot here. Let's see if we get that. It's approaching lunchtime. This is where my stats get worse if I'm taking a trade approaching lunchtime. We might have to wrap this up and consider trading the PM session. So nothing today, unfortunately. It's a very interesting day. I think it's a good day to tape read because a lot of things respect each other. It's not something like where you can't understand where price is going. You can understand it very well, especially on the 5. Other than that, like we've been long biased and only attempting shorts if it start respecting the 1 minute, and we're looking for only as a scalp. But the long entry is very hard to get here. Oh, you know what? Just while everyone's here, I think ETF did give me three 50K accounts that we can give away. I'll just do that real quick. We did this yesterday and we got three winners. Let's choose another three here. I think that the easiest way for me to do it is just type your. Let me type it out. Type your Twitter handle one time. I'm gonna give you guys about like 3 minutes, and then we're just gonna spin the wheel on that. And if you try to type more than once, just delete it. Just only type it one time, guys. This is the most efficient way for me to do it, so we don't have to interfere with our trading. I don't like to do giveaways that takes a long time. I just want to spin the wheel 3 times and get it over with, and make it fair as possible. This is a giveaway for a 50K account on a day or on Elite. This is the giveaway for just type your Twitter handle, and then we're just gonna spin a wheel on it. Just making sure everyone's typing only one time. If you type more than once, you're not gonna get anything out of it. Okay, give it another minute and a half here. So we got like about 34 people right now. 35 people. Give it another 30 seconds. It does reward the people who's actively listening though. There's 100 people in here, and if I put the title giveaway, then maybe a lot of people would be interested, but helps definitely reward the people who are here. So we have like 38 people so far. Just gonna do a recount here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can also put your Discord name. I'll give it 30 more seconds here. Just put any contact, Twitter or Discord. But I think we gotta close it here. Okay, I'll let the next 2 people in. 41 now. We're gonna stop it in 20 more seconds. 42. 3, 4, 4. We're gonna stop it at. Okay, we're gonna stop at Pincer now. Pincer is the last entry. So there's 45 entries right now. We'll just generate 20. We're going for the top up. 20 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It should be as, or A72 Matt. This should be 20. $28. All right, so I just go for mass and just look for 8 below that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It should be B Lee's. I'll add the next few people in. I think there's 3 more entries. 44. Okay, okay. This is interesting here. This is the later people now. All right, I'm gonna go for Belize and then go under. Who's 44? Let me look at it. Where is it? I'm counting a lot here. I'm gonna try to do this every stream though. Next day we're gonna probably do Apex. Just get some free counts for you guys. And it rewards the people. I'm not gonna announce it either. It's gonna be unannounced. Who is the 44? I'm counting so many times. I need to recount this. Tell me what account you guys want next, or what firm. Or I'm gonna contact the firm. They're pretty lenient or willing to give away accounts to streamers. If it's Elite, if it's My Funny Futures. And what count type as well. The size is going to be very... $19, $20, $21, $22, $23, $24. I think it is Barhoff. Okay, let's just do that. I counted it twice. Wow, wait. Oh shit, we're dumping. Alright, I'll check the username. $50K My Funny Features. Sorry, yeah, we'll do My Funny Features next. Oh shit. This is where I wrap up the stream though, but we're getting a 3-drive pattern here. And I was looking for strong displacement, which is what we're getting here, and this would be the bearish breaker I'm looking at on the 1 minute. So just a quick retap back up into this. Probably be a good entry already. But we're gonna wrap up here, I think. I'm not gonna force a trade. We'll just watch this. Generational sell opportunity. Yeah, I'll DM just the 3 people I mentioned who won. Just send me a DM on Twitter, and I'll just confirm if that username matches, and I'll give you the code there. Yeah, I'll do My Funny Features next. They did contact me about giving a giveaway there, which is nice. Let's do last candle here. The last candle probably works better on this breaker. Yeah, My Funny Features. We'll do 350K. What we're getting is a 50K in a day, I think, on ETF. They gave me a bunch of codes. So we gave away 3 accounts yesterday. We're giving another 3 count today. And then tomorrow we might give another 3. Let's see if my funny features have it ready in time. We're still respecting this inversion here. Yeah, just give me a DM on Twitter. Well, I know we'll get that going for you guys. Probably, if you're looking for shorts, probably go for NQ short. It's just NQ is the weaker side at the moment. Just DM me on Twitter. And I'll send you the code after stream. Yeah, we'll do 50K. Probably the starter. They're probably more lenient than starter. I don't know if they'll give me expert. Do you look for SMT between ES and NQ when you look for trade? Yes, but I don't think we had SMT here. This is like a normal rejection. Twitter is asking for a premium account. Okay, I'll make sure to DM you specifically. Oh, unless you just leave a comment on one of my posts and I'll find you there. I think that does work too. Well, we need more confirmation to be completely short biased, but we're getting like a 1 minute setup though. I want to see if we can get this entry here. I'm just gonna. I have the Apex eval still. I'll just do this real quick. It's still approaching lunchtime, which is not the best probability, but I'll do a very tight stop on it. Let's do like a 9-point stop on it. And go for the kill. Kind of rushing for this trade because we're about to enter the lunchtime. The 5 minutes holding still though. Oh, let me move it here. All right, well, we'll see. This is still an Apex eval. I'll pyramid to the entry. I'll add aggressively if we slam down. So we break this low. I think we're just gonna tumble. No, I don't enter at the beginning of the breaker. I only enter in the FAG. The breaker is just where I'm looking to take the trade, and the FAG or inversion BPR is where I look to enter. So quick 400 right now. If this was funded, this would have been very clean. Where I took a good amount of CP already because there's a low probability scalp right now until we get a closure below. But yeah, do how you would. This is only on Apex eval right now, just because of the 1 day pass. I'm gonna probably pyramid into this if it goes my favor. And I just only have like a 9-point stop on it. This is a pretty good educational move here. All right, let me see. I'll slam it here. See if we can get a pass in one shot. I'll take this buy limit and put the very bottom. There. $500, about 10 points. Keep in mind, 9-point stop. This is already 10 point. That's 1-1 already right there. So like while I was doing the giveaway, I was looking for this displacement here, and we got it. I was like, damn, this we might just go for the entry. I'm not trying to control this position too much because I need to go for a home run on eval. Just signed up with 100K static. Do you like the static? It depends on the firm. Are you looking at on Apex or My Fund of Futures or Elite? They have various rules. They have various drawdown. If it's Apex, I don't like the Apex. 625 drawdown is very little. This is already 1.5 RR. This will be 2 RR here at 18 points. Not worried about the tag of the previous fair value gap low at 50.71 to 57.30. Let me take a look. Are you looking at this? Just because we already have like a bullet bear structure, I think we will run that. Just keep in mind, look at the 5 minute, we have a lot of internal liquidity. On the 1 minute, we do also have a lot of internal liquidity here. So like, I'm just kind of thinking like all these internal here could be looking to get ran. I'll just do relative equal lows. Is that 100K eval? I think it's 150K eval right now. I'm trading the Apex. Trade on multiple. Just because it's eval, if you took this unfunded, you probably took TP and put break even stop. But if we break this low, slamming pyramid. Yeah, if I was normally trading, I would have probably taken TP already. But yeah, just look at the entry though. Like at 58, we had like no drawdown on that whatsoever. Very clean entry. I'm gonna give it some more time to let this play out. If this is, it doesn't go, you can't even take my stop. If it takes my stop, I'm just gonna end the stream. I'm looking for this opportunity to really run down, probably down here. So like ES is looking for like about a 10-point drop, and likely NQ would run back down to here about 60-point drop. So it's kind of like a home run type of trade. We did this on last Friday. We had like a 2-point stop on ES, and we need 13 points to pass. And we actually got it. Thoughts on the 100K static Apex? The 625 drawdown is so minimal. I actually wouldn't recommend it. I would probably recommend the 50K or the 150K. As long as you trade appropriately, the trailing drawdown shouldn't be too bad. Just have the right sizing for it. See if this plays out, guys. It doesn't have to play out. I wouldn't be mad if it doesn't play out. I'll just end the stream. We already have plans to end the stream at 12 anyways. And I need 9,000 to pass, so I'll probably add another 7 contracts to make it 10 total and look for like a 50-point drop here. Just keep in mind, I know there's a lot of people from Ash. The way that he trades, he would probably enter the start of the breaker. That's not how I trade. I use the breaker as more of a estimation of where I'm looking for the trade, and I use the FEG or inversions for more refinement. So that just allows me to have like a very tight stop. So you can see here my entry here at 58. I literally have a 9-point stop on it. If you entered here, you would have a larger stop. If that makes sense, that's good.
Oh damn! I missed the move.
Yeah, well, we're in a short right now, hoping this gets a run down here. Okay, I need to get 10 contracts so I can pass this in one go. Let's see if we get a quick retrace. Come on. Just quick retap back inside, and I'm gonna slam it harder. This is already like a 25-point move as well, or 20-point move more so. All right, let's add to this. So keep in mind my original position is at 58. I'm just gonna add so I can see if I can pass in one go. I'm gonna add one more shot too. I only do this at eval. I usually don't add size to any trades. It's like one hit. Like if I either hit my TP or hit my loss. But since it's eval, I'm trying to pyramid an entry. I need to get 10 contracts in. Because I need 9,000, so. Coming straight back up. This would have been so good if I just held it on 3 minis and just took TP here, put a breaking stop. I won't be even stressing about it. I'm just gonna add if we really take out the slow again. I can't handle the trailing drawdown. We have a 5-minute unicorn. This is just on eval here. I was up like 2k on it too on 3 mini. Back to entry. The difficult part about that really takes out my trailing drawdown. Yeah, if it just comes back here, we'll just end it. So what I was going for is a 1 trade home run with a tight stop on it. And from our original entry at 58.7, this already gave more than 2.5 RR. So you can't really blame that. But who knows? Maybe the newer viewers are like, why are you shorting this? I shorted up here first. Just try to pyramid into this. I'll keep the stop exactly where it is. Did anyone get the original entry at 58 though? Did it with me. If you trade on Funded, that would have been a phenomenal exit. Oh, you have a stop. Yeah, so that's because I executed on TradingView and I didn't have the bracket orders, but my first execution was on Ninja. I'll close on manually. It just makes more sense to me if I see this as a last candle breaker. It's a large breaker. There's no point in entering, or to me, like at least, I would dislike entering at the very first tap of the breaker. It makes more sense to go for the FEG inside. Probably take me out here. Straight here. 9 points with 23-point win. I'm gonna mark this.
There's a really nice AMD setup there though, with the inverted fair value gap in 30-second.
Home run is failing. Oh well. I shorted at 9.58, TP'd at the liquidity around 9.36. Yeah, that's actually perfect. Get the very bottom of it. But I don't know. The new viewer's gonna come in and be like, "This is such a terrible shorts," but they don't realize we got like the best injury possible. We got 25 points, and then just look for an ad so I can pass the 150k eval. If it went exactly how I wanted, I would want ES to run down to this breaker. That would mean NQ would run down to this low. That's like a 50-point drop, and I would think of it more of an energetic move. So I don't think it'll be like a slow move down. It would just be a slingshot down. But I don't know. Context really matters in this. I think the better move, like I wasn't prepared for this. The better move would have been just do like 10 maze here. That would have been like already like, what is that? What's that number? Would that be 9,000 or close to it already? If I made 25 points, $20 per point, and had 10 con, it's like 5,000. I would have probably looked for TB there already. That was the mistake on my end.
Is 100k account?
It's 150k. I need 9,000. I was up 2,000 at one point, and now I'm back down.
Oh shit! So you're at the limit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna close this here. Well, once again, just eval. Just like Friday. Don't know. Were you here last Friday where we did like we did max size on 13 points with a 2-point stop. I don't know if you were here that. No, that was when Dave was here. Yeah, okay, you were here then.
Dave was saying you should have taken profits at 500.
Yeah.
And ended up doing like 5k or something.
Yeah, for context, this is what we're trading. We took this breaker here. I think we had 10 contracts. We short at 50.48. Literally a 2-point stop. And this is a home run shot where I passed 6,700 in profit, like a little bit over. I didn't realize how over I was. But this was what I was going for. 1 shot, 1 pass. If it went my way, 2-point stop. That basically means you have like about like 4 or 3 attempts before getting a failure on that. But that just means we're not ready to go down yet. Yeah, trading against the here's the thing though. The moment you get a confirmation on a higher time frame of the bias, then we're already gonna be like under like 850s already. I was trying to get it past in 1 shot early on, but like just like Marcus did, he did the same thing as me. She shorted 958. He took a TP at 23 points. Very, very good. If you're trading funded or trying to trade responsibly, but I already had the mindset of trying to pass in 1 shot. Let's see. I took 2k loss in that. Now I need 11,000 past this. Good thing it's 90% off though. When we start the Discord live, I think Discord live tomorrow. If not, we might do a PM session live, but I don't really. We'll see. We'll see. It's just very hard to trade when we have no data on the left side. Let me check this out. Yeah. I'll see you later, Ash. Thanks. I really appreciate that. You're coming in though. But I think it's a good time to wrap up. I'll be on stream tomorrow, and likely will have 50k my funded features to give away. Same time, if not afternoon. I don't know. Good time to wrap up, guys. Much appreciated if you sticked around. I think this is the only clean setup. I mean, with the stop being 9 point, this is already 2.5 RR. There's nothing you can complain about that. For this type of setup, I would like to go all the way down here for like an 80-point stop or 80-point move, but you can't really get it all the time. Let's end the stream here, guys. See you guys tomorrow. We'll have some my funded features account to give away.